Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome to Cats and Dogs, here on Press TV with me, Len Topic, where we begin with a fast car proposition that's just not getting pole position. Yes, the Saudis began the year with another failed takeover bid. No, not their bomb-laden bid for Yemen. I mean their financial carpet bombing of Formula One. Those deep-pocketed Arabs offered a $20 billion deal to get the keys to the formula. But it wasn't enough for F1's current owners, Liberty Media. Talks reportedly broke down and the whole thing's blown a gasket. With Saudis desperately seeking more sports-washing projects and Cristiano Ronaldo already scoring public relations goals for the kingdom, Formula One could be the magic that puts their PR into top gear. Think about it. F1 announced a new all-woman series for 2023. Organising that could be a huge leap for a kingdom where, let's face it, almost half the women's rights activists are still behind bars and the rest are on parole. Note, some Saudi women could still be in jail for driving cars before 2018, when the female driving ban was lifted. So women who drove before 2018 might still face prosecution on Saudi soil. If Saudis do buy F1, Cats and Dogs can supply a list of females who dared to drive before 2018. Shame on them. The list includes the late Queen Elizabeth II, Nancy Pelosi, Aung San Suu Kyi, and Liz Truss, who actually should have her licence revoked after crashing the UK economy. Another touchier Saudi problem could be running out of citizens to execute. Political dissidents, human rights activists, women's rights activists, minority leaders and Asian migrants, they've all got the chop, so to speak. Does Riyadh need more? Female F1 could attract women who've been driving for more than 5 years. Hey presto, the Saudis get good F1 PR, plus lots of new convicts, all for the knockdown price of around $20 billion. What's not to like? Almost as pricey as F1 for Saudi are eggs in America. A massive outbreak of deadly avian flu among American chicken flocks has caused egg prices to skyrocket by 60%. As egg prices fly up, so do attempts to smuggle them in from Mexico, my friend. These eggs are a real thing, hombre. However, again, there's a silver lining. While American families don't know where and when they'll get their eggs, American politicians aren't walking on eggshells in the streets anymore. With a carton of 18 eggs touching $9, the risk of a politician having eggs thrown at him is at an all-time low. Many American families depend on eggs for protein as they can't afford poultry, beef or UK Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab. At least 24 civil servants have filed complaints against him over alleged bullying when he was working at the Ministry of Justice, was Foreign Secretary, and then at the Brexit Department, where he was affectionately named Dover Dom because he didn't seem to know that imports from Europe are very important to Britain. But I digress. Now, Raab claims he acted professionally in all 3 cabinet posts. So what's going on? Let's ask the British Deputy Prime Minister himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Cats and Dogs, Mr. Dominic Raab. Mr. Raab, welcome to Cats and Dogs.
I want to be quite clear. Pets make me really angry. All that barking and growling.
No, Cats and Dogs is just a name. It's nothing to do with actual real animals.
Shame. So I can't kick your dog then? Only joking.
You've been accused of bullying by lots of civil servants. What do you say to that?
I never bullied anyone. They're all liars. The little
So they're all lying and you're the only one telling the truth?
Obviously. But I can tell you, they're in so much trouble now.
But you haven't bullied them?
No, but wait till I get my hands on them after this.
So what are you going to do to them now?
Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. In fact, they're bullying me.
They're bullying you? How?
By accusing me of bullying them.
Okay, so how will all this be resolved?
12 rounds in a boxing ring. Then we'll see who's boss. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
That was Dominic Raab there, British Deputy Prime Minister, who once urged UK companies to hire more ex-offenders to ease the nation's labour shortages. Back to the US now, where more boxes of classified documents have been discovered. This time at former Vice President Mike Pence's home in Carmel, Indiana, after being shipped to his Virginia home first. To say the boxes weren't secure is something of an understatement. They were just taped up. That was it. They must have hoped Russian agents are too poor to afford scissors. Have you got the scissors? No? Oh, let's give up and go back to Moscow. Now, Democrats seem relieved that Pence's classified stash was even less secure than Biden's classified stash, which was safer because at night he locks his garage, right?
Mr. President, okay. Classified material next to your Corvette. What were you thinking?
I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? So it's not like you're sitting out in the street.
The Pence revelations come as special counsels investigate the handling of classified documents by both Biden and Trump. The newly discovered documents have triggered congressional reactions. Meanwhile, Meta has finally announced that Donald Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts will be reinstated 2 years after he was suspended over his posts about the Capitol Hill riot. Great news? Not necessarily. In reaction, Trump wrote, Facebook, which has lost billions of dollars in value since deplatforming your favorite president, me, has just announced they are reinstating my account. But he might still even reject the offer. What does the public think? Even without Trump, fake news is circulating as usual. Thanks to the Western media, this man, Hassan Farosi, was said to suffer a coma after severe custodial torture. But the reality seems to be a bit different. Apparently, he was arrested near the Persian Gulf island of Keshem in southern Iran while trying to exit the country in a completely sound and healthy state. A financial defaulter who owed money to many, this guy produced a theatrical scenario of arrest, torture, coma, and potential execution. Basically, he seems to have faked news about himself. But there is one person he really shouldn't provoke if he doesn't want to be assaulted. Dominic Raab, allegedly. That's all for this week. Join me again next time to hear the latest on Raab's rage, Saudi's F1 bid, and the price of eggs in America. It's all on Press TV with me, Lemon Topic, and Cats and Dogs.